to filter through this land of ours and fill a sportsman's dreams. Enjoy what nature holds for us, her bounty never ends. Getting back to basics with the practical sportsman. It's always an adventure, no matter where we go. From a favorite hunting spot to the hottest fishing hole. Outdoor life we all can share with family and friends. We'll do it all together with a practical sportsman. We'll do it all together with a practical sportsman.
Hi there, come on in. It is Thursday night, October 17th, the year 2002. We have coming up Michigan's pheasant season this Sunday, the 20th, Zach.
That's right.
And you know where I hunt pheasants now.
Well, not anywhere around here.
South Dakota, and you know why?
Because you see some there?
Yeah, because there's pheasants.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a little taste of South Dakota and show you why it's practical to go there. You have a lot of outdoor news.
Yes, a long one today.
And guides report, the whole works. So you stay tuned. I'm Fred Trost.
And I'm Zachary Trost.
You're watching the Practical Sportsman.
Well, the reason we like Michigan Outdoor News so much here at the Practical Sportsman is that they don't soft pedal on the outdoor issues. And some of the issues here that I'm going to highlight coming up here aren't necessarily good news for sportsmen, but they're the things that you have a right to know. The Associated Press reports that a chemical called selenium found in the Great Lakes is contaminating scaup. It's a type of duck that hunters also call bluebills. While selenium is natural to the lakes, biologists suspect that when zebra mussels filter the water, they retain high concentrations of selenium, which is passed on to these diver ducks like bluebills when they eat the zebra mussels. Well, too much selenium can kill them or cripple their reproduction. Scientists aren't positive, but they think this may be why the bluebill numbers across North America have dropped 50% since the mid-1980s. Remember how mad cow disease was spread in England? It was by feeding cows, which are vegetarians, a meal that had ground up bones and animal parts. Well, it's been discovered that in an area in Wisconsin where hunters were following the quality deer management approach to growing deer with big antlers, some of the local deer farmers were feeding their deer a meal made from animal parts similar to the meal that was fed to cattle in England that caused mad cow disease. Did the same type of feed in Wisconsin give CWD to deer? I think you can connect the dots on that one.
And what words were those?
You always say, oh, I can catch fish and stuff, but I can't never get a deer big enough to get on your show. Well, I got this huge, you probably saw the picture, big, wide, 10-point, perfect, symmetrical rack.
Yeah.
And my story is, I got it the same way that
Well,
would
now
be
hold it. You come here with nothing in your
I
hands,
know.
no rack,
I didn't bring it.
a
It was just-
picture.
it's too heavy
Mitch
to lug around.
Rampola sent a picture around.
Yeah, I know. Well, I sent you a picture before. You must have seen that, didn't you?
Yeah, but a picture? Well,
Well-
with computers nowadays.
Yeah, I know. I should have brought something. But,
Yeah, okay, so tell us
but
a story.
My story is, I got it the same way. That would be the only way that you would ever get a rack that size. Someone hit it with a car out in front of my house, and I went out and cut the horns off it. And that's the only way you'll ever get on this show with one of you.
What's the matter with that?
I don't know. Tony thought that was kind of
And we-
lowballing it to get here, you know.
No, and we told you we'd give you an award for that.
Yeah.
Okay? We got it right here. Check this out. This is the Marbles 1999 Driving Award. Pat Witherall, 10-point buck, Kent County, was taken 11.5 with a car. And this is a Hayrock, Eric Larson Hayrock cartoon that has a big auto accident here with a deer and many smushed up parts, saying at least those nasty hunters didn't get this one.
Pretty cool, Fred.
That is
You
pretty
always
cool.
manage to get your jabs in.
Yeah,
on me.
there we go. Thank you, Pat.
I'll get you someday.
This week on the Fish and Game Hall of Fame, we're featuring Kent County. Kent County is right here, with the big city being Grand Rapids. Also, Kent County for recent years is known as the county with the highest deer car accidents in the state. But also an interesting thing from Kent County, that's where Ryan Wynn comes from. If you'll remember, he took Fred sucker fishing a couple of years ago, and Ryan is quite a fisherman. He's taken over 115 master angler fish, 43 of them coming out of Kent County. And so we're going to start with 4 of Ryan's big fish taken out of the Grand River. Well, quite a few big ones come from Kent County, and we're glad they sent in such good photos with their hunting and fishing award forms. And next week's featured county will be Gogebic.
What do you call this table?
This is a salt table. It's used for drying skins. You lay the skins out on the table and salt them down, and any of the fluids that are removed from the skin flow down the table. They get caught in the eavesdrop and go right down, shoot down into the pail. Makes for a nice clean operation. But the nice part is it keeps everything dry. All the moisture is pulled away, and it's nice and clean. It's easy to clean up.
What do we got here?
What we've got here is a couple of my good customers go down to Texas every year and do some coyote hunting, and they had a pretty good hunt, and the one guy saved all the tails off all the coyotes that he killed and got him a nice little collection here. I'm not sure what he's going to do with them, but
I think you put those on your antenna on your car. don't you?
I have seen that before, but I'm not sure that's what his intent will be.
That looks like a
This
gray
is
fox?
just a gray fox, yeah. The person got it, and they want to just have it tan, so the feeder cut off it. We went ahead and cleaned it up nice for him, and we'll send that out and have it fur dressed and make it nice and soft.
And then those look like deer capes?
Those are deer capes that I really don't want to talk about.
You don't want to talk about, why not?
There's some problems with them, Fred.
What kind of problems?
Problems we don't want to talk about.
Oh, okay. But you'll get them fixed, right?
Yeah, I'll get them replaced is what I'll get.
Oh.
Improperly taken care of. It's been warm this year, so had a lot of problems with stuff turning green.
I'm going to do is show Gary Tellier's pheasant camp in the thumb. And here they are. Pheasant hunting in the thumb? No, not really. The terrain looks like Michigan, but a bunch of hunters in the back of a pickup truck with uncased shotguns. In fact, some of them are loaded, without a shell in the chamber, of course. Yeah, here we are riding across
an open bean
property.
open bean field in North Dakota.
Yeah, see the uncased
When we could be sitting in on a sofa in Michigan watching the Lions play. We picked South Dakota.
Yeah,
for sure.
John Nash from Lansing put this trip together, he and his dog, and about 20 hunters from Michigan. In South Dakota, it's legal to transport uncased, loaded guns in vehicles. The farmer who owns the land we're hunting on takes us around in trucks with special seats in the back. A couple of the local teenagers joined us in their camouflaged hunting truck. Notice there's no side view mirror. Instead, a rifle shooting rest. It's also legal to shoot from a vehicle in South Dakota, and they pop coyotes and other predators when they see them. I spent most of my time hunting last year rather than carrying the camera, but I did take a few hours to capture what the territory and the conditions are like in a state that has far more pheasants than most. The regulations are different, but in many ways the farm country looks like Michigan. The cornfields tend to be huge, though, and the grassy fields and set-aside CRP land is in much larger tracts than you find in Michigan. Now, we flushed a lot of hens from this swale, one after another. This was a rather large pothole in the middle of some huge harvested fields. Tough walking, thick, but full of pheasants. They can escape predators in thick cover like this. Now, I didn't miss really any shooting action when I decided to cover this area with the video camera. One hen after another popped up, not a rooster in the group. I thought it was a lot of fun to kick up hens. I mean, there aren't many places in Michigan you can find wild birds like this. You know, it's not expensive to hunt the Plain States. We stayed in a motel in town, about $45 for a two-person room, and we paid the farmer $100 a day to have exclusive access to really thousands of acres. Hunting hours start at 10 a.m. each day, which is plenty early for me. 6 hours of walking through thick cover in cornfields like this is all people my age need, but that's where the birds are. Having 16 hunters in a group might be too many for Michigan, but for South Dakota, it's just right. It takes lots of hunters to walk a field to roust the roosters. And we take turns posting at the end of the fields, hoping to take the wild flushing birds that get ahead of the walkers. The ones that fly out the ends of the fields, the hunters who are waiting might get a shot at. After we'd cover one field, we'd get in the truck, and the guide would drive us to another. Now, this field here was full of thistles and burrs, but it held pheasants, too. We'd hunt the swales and fence rows and wooded areas between the cornfields and the bean fields, and we actually did flush a lot of roosters. When I was taking this videotape, the action was not hot and heavy. But finally, we did get into a pocket of roosters. Now, they would glide into the fields where nobody was posted.
All roosters. Look at that. All roosters. Son of a bitch.
Just like that previous pothole held nothing but hens, we finally hit a pocket that held nothing but roosters. But unlike the pothole, our hunting party was not ready. We were leaving the field thinking nothing was there. So everybody ran back in the thick stuff. We covered it thoroughly, but the roosters were gone. But that's no problem, though. Every day we got plenty of roosters. Everybody took home 12 or 14. Mitchell, South Dakota. 4 days of hunting for less than $700. Hey, if you like wild pheasants, it's a practical way to go.
Bob Newman sent us a recipe for Michigan pheasant divan. And it is an elegant recipe for pheasant.
Well, it looks like it has a sauce, as I recall, that's good.
Oh, very.
You know, pheasant is a bird that, this I think was a game farm.
It was, exactly.
Pheasant. We don't always have wild pheasants here on the show, but there's not much fat on them. They're not like a chicken.
A little bit more on this one than I think you would find out in the field because it was farm raised.
Big meaty legs because they run a lot,
Right.
like chickens do. Of course, a pheasant has much more of a distinct flavor.
All of
than
its own.
chicken. Although it's not an
not
overpowering
wild
flavor,
at
you know.
all, no.
You know, you're really not talking about a great deal of difference, but it's tasty. It tends to dry out a little bit.
A lot faster than chicken would.
Even when it's boiled.
And that's what we're going to do to this, is going to boil it first until it's tender, and then going to shred it.
You know why you do that? To pick out the ligaments and the shot.
The little tiny bones, right.
And the shot, though,
right.
too.
Now this recipe actually makes the pheasant go a little bit further because you're going to add it to a bed of broccoli. And then a sauce is going to go on it of mushroom soup, mayonnaise, lemon juice, a little bit of cooking sherry, and Parmesan cheese.
It's interesting. You don't often use Parmesan cheese in
A recipe.
in this manner.
No, it would be on top basically, but this is going to give just a little bit of extra thickening in the soup. And then just pour this over your dish and it goes into the oven.
Yeah, couldn't be much simpler than that.
That's right.
Got to be a winner of a recipe. You know, we test this on different people. Bill Elliott is a disc jockey at WMMQ in Lansing. He had me on as a guest disc jockey one night, so I thought, what the heck, let's have Bill on, you know, to taste one of our recipes. He's a sportsman. I'll tell you what, he likes my job, but I wish I had his voice. What does it taste like?
It has like a little sweet flavor to it.
It come from the wine.
It tastes really well. I really like it.
How does it compare, say, with chicken? Could you tell the difference? Gotta go in for more.
I'll take another bite to see.
It has a little bit of that chicken flavor, but no, it's got its own distinct thing. It's something like you've never really tasted, but it's really good though. It's really good. A lot of people are scared to try different foods and stuff, but come on, people, try this stuff.
Try this stuff.
It is
You
good.
know, look at that plate. Look at how he avoided the broccoli.
Dig around for the pheasant.
Yeah, you afraid to try that broccoli?
I'll have some broccoli back. It's good.
What do you think the conditions are going to be like deer season, Zach? What with this weather?
Well,
You don't know. There's no telling, right?
there's no telling. I've seen a lot of furry caterpillars lately, and we've got some cold air coming in here. I don't think it's going to be nice and warm like it has the past couple of years, but
However, our viewers, for our opening day report, which will be on November 21st, are going to have a treat. We're going to have reporters, probably about 8 different locations around the state, have multiple reports coming in as to how the opening day is. That's going to be fun.
it should be really interesting.
Puppy Saturday is?
November 2nd.
Very good. And this weekend, we got to get out of here. Have a great time. Get outdoors. It's a great place to be.
See you next week.
Hunting is a very simple endeavor. A combination of common sense and experience is the best teacher. But you know, hunting laws, on the other hand, are getting very complex, and some are short on common sense. This week on The Practical Sportsman, I'll answer questions about transporting guns, carrying concealed, recreational trespass, and some new court decisions restricting conservation officers entering private property. It's an important program for hunters who want an update on the changing world of hunting laws.
Ryan Kowalko?
Yes.
And where are you from, Ryan?
Grand Rapids.
And what did you catch?
21.5-inch long-nosed sucker.
Now, long-nosed suckers, you know, they're not all that common.
I know.
So, did you catch this all by yourself?
Yes.
I knew that. So, you have a shadow, do you know that?
Yeah.
Right behind you?
Mhm.
And who's that?
My dad.
And why did he follow you up here?
I don't know.
Because he was shy. Because he was shy. He didn't want to be alone.
I tell you, dads just want to horn in. Isn't that right? Would you anything you want to brag about this?
Well,
Huh?
He didn't catch it.
well actually, what we want to brag about is actually we're all from the same family, and the 4 of us caught the 3 out of the 4 of us caught the top sucker, long-nosed sucker, in the state, according to the NDR or N. I'm nervous up here.
DNR.
DNR. That's one. Yeah, with my dad, my son, and my brother all caught the top 3.
Okay, and you didn't.
Well, I was down number 6. Some other guys.
But yet you're trying to do all the talking.
Well, that's because poor Ryan's so shy, and I'm getting nervous myself. So.
Okay, Ryan.